Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to How We Won Space Race. I have been so excited for this panel. I get to reunite with lots of my friends from Space Race this evening, so that's super cool. And I'm also really excited to just have a chat about the Space Race experience, what's happened since, how the teams are doing. I'm hoping that everyone got a lot of sleep. It was a really busy 3 weeks for everyone. So I'm just going to start the session this evening by asking all of my amazing panelists to do a quick introduction of themselves, talk a little bit about their teams, where they're based, how big their teams are, how small their teams are. So let's start, please. Should we start in winning order of Space Race? Does that mean? I don't know. Let's start with Neo, please, from IPFS Main. Neo, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Angie. Hey, everyone. My name is Neo G. I'm the co-founder of IPFS Main. And we grew from a 4 people, a small company. Over the 2.5 years, we grew to like 50 people only working in the headquarters. That number doesn't include the O&M, like personnel working in the mining farm. We are based in Shenzhen, China. And for myself, before I started at IPFS Main, I was the founder and the CEO of Mining Host, which was a mining startup focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum mining on a medium scale.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Neo. Next, Lee, can I ask you, Lee from Six Block, can I ask you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. It's the second time I take part in such activity from the official group, and nice to see you again. We are a group of developers in China. We are located at Beijing and Shanghai, 2 big cities in China. Yeah, we have maybe 10 or more than 10 people here who are working on the 6-block Filecoin mining solution and the Firefox Explorer. So we'd like to contribute our power and our knowledge to the Filecoin economy ecosystem. So glad to see you. So I'd like to share our mining solutions for the Space Race 1 in today. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lee. That's awesome. And next, can I please invite Stephen from IPFS first to introduce himself?
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Angie. My name is Stephen. I'm the co-founder and the CTO of IPFS Force community. IPFS Force community was set up, I think, 3 years ago, and we had done a lot of them before we set up a company. We have many kinds of meetups to make the IPFS and Filecoin recognized in China by many people. And actually, we are continually doing this because we have the IPFS Force Open Day every week. So right now, actually, we have done about near 150 WETH. So yeah, it's amazing. And also we have done something, for example, to translate the white paper, and we have many articles. So we actually consider us as software and solution provider for the whole ecosystem. Yes, it's because we never sell any hardware machine. We only have the software development, and we have the global group partnership actually to help our to help any people or any company who want to be in the Filecoin ecosystem to help build up the network and to build up some services and applications. So yeah, we are very deeply involved in this ecosystem, and also right now we're taking some dev grants projects. For example, right now we're pick up to resume the Go Filecoin implementation. Yeah, we learned that. So right now the current changed from Filecoin to Velas. Yeah, from today, I think. Yeah, so we'll continue to support all of this. Yeah, it's all. Thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Stephen. And last but not least, Wayne, would you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Wei Yang, the CTO of AIS. AIS is founded in 2010. We are in Shenzhen, China. AIS is a national and Shenzhen high-tech enterprise, and the company has focused on working and new technology development and purchased near 60 patents, more at invention patents relation to blockchain, private cloud, and other field. And we have and our team have more than 40 people developers. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. So an incredibly impressive lineup of teams and projects. Thank you so much, all of you, for being with me today. I know that you're really busy mining Filecoin at the moment, so thank you for stepping away just for a moment to share with the community. I'm going to start by asking how you found out about the Filecoin project. If I can start with Neo, where did you come across Filecoin? You know, what was the start of this journey for you?
Well, I heard about Filecoin several years back in the Filecoin community while I was still doing the Filecoin mining and hosting at that time. And as you know, the cryptocurrency community, they share news very quickly. And actually heard of IPFS first, then the Filecoin project. And after quite an amount of time, Protocol Labs released the newer version of the Filecoin web paper, and that's when I started to learn and get more interested in the Filecoin project.
Awesome, really cool. And I think IPFS is a gateway for a lot of people to have learned about Filecoin. It kind of is an underpinning for the infrastructure of a lot of Web3 projects. So that's really great. What about you, Lee? Where did you find out about Filecoin?
Yeah, I started to study Filecoin in November last year. I remember now at then there is a new release of the Lotus, a new testnet, maybe testnet phase 1, and then we started to study the underlying technology of the Filecoin. We mostly focus on the zero knowledge proofs part. We just wonder how Filecoin uses zero knowledge to solve the problem of to prove fire on the blockchain, use some very short proofs. So and then we found that we can just to improve the calculation process of the Filecoin to make the mining process more efficient. So we'd like to develop some improvements to the mining part, the field proof to do the mining part to make the theory process more have a shorter time have a shorter time. So then some people would like to they ask us if we can provide overall mining solutions, so they can buy hardware from us. As then we started to develop start our business here in China. So we just do some we just took part in the testnet phase 2 and 3 and the space race. So that's how we get into the area of the Filecoin. Yeah.
Awesome, very interesting. Completely. So you're fairly new to Filecoin, I guess. Like given the Filecoin timeline, last November is fairly recent. So that's super interesting. And Stephen, what about you? When did you come across Filecoin?
I remember the first time I learned about Filecoin is in a meetup I attended back to 2018. yeah, I think perhaps in June or July. At that time, I think, yeah, it's very interesting. It's because before that, I actually I had started IPFS for some time. Yeah, which is because I have been working on the storage industry for a few years, and I found that actually the centralized centralized storage technology out of date actually, which cannot support the the demand of the new era. So I think we need to find some new technology, and the IPFS is really amazing and attractive to me. So I have started some of that, and so while I and also at that time I'm trying to find a new opportunity for my career. So yeah, once I get this Filecoin, and after that, perhaps I said for about in 3 years, I met my partner who has set up IPFS community, and he actually participated into the ICO. So yeah, and after that, yeah, we work together to and on this sense, I yeah dive into this and yeah, working on this yeah for a long run, I think. Yeah.
Amazing. So that's a fairly long time ago, kind of came through that IPFS you know, funnel, if you like, then met another great mind who was interested in decentralized storage, and together you formed a company. So that's a really exciting journey to where we find ourselves today. That's really, really cool. And finally,
Yeah.
Wei Yan, what about yourself? How did you find out about Filecoin?
Oh, hi. In fact, in 2017, ARS launched the IPFS play that focuses on practical application of IPFS technology in the and in 2019 I start in focus on notice and do something and in the first in the testnet and development that AIS create the first node to reach 1 PB and 2 PB computer power in Filecoin testnet, which is also the only 2 PB node in the first phase of the testnet. I think we think IPFS not only Filecoin, and the IPFS is a very amazing work. So we will focus on it continuous. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that's wonderful as well. I feel like everyone had quite different journeys to discovering Filecoin and becoming part of the community, which is great to see. And I'm sure a lot of the people here in the chat, like, please tell us your stories. Like, we'd love to know how you ended up finding Filecoin. Was it an accident? Were you looking for a decentralized storage network, and there it was waiting for you? Okay, so you're all winners. You were all so successful in Space Race. That's why you're sitting here today. Tell us what the secret to your success was. You know, was it your teams? Did you write some great custom software? What was it that really kind of drove you to be very successful in Space Race? If it's okay, we're going to start with Neo again and go along the panel. Neo, why are you a winner? Why are you a Space Race winner?
Yeah, I think first of all, the skill matters. The skill would bring you more rewards, but at the same time, you need to pay more for the hardware, fiber, labors, and other resources. And also, skill would bring other issues with stability of Filecoin mining, which is another really important part to be considered. And that's why the mining architecture is the key to the Filecoin mining. I have shared twice during this official EA events, and about our architecture, the hardware, and our mining solutions. Yeah, I think I will leave most of the time to other panelists here, since I already shared a lot about it. And if you guys are interested, feel free to take a look on the Filecoin YouTube channel.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil. That's very gracious of you to give your panelists more time to talk about why they're so brilliant. Lee, what was the secret to your success in Space Race?
Yeah, okay. I think we at the first time we noticed that when the mining cluster is in large scale, the large scale will bring more and more problems to the mining process. So we divide our servers into many small clusters. And as you see, we have several. We have a lot of miner accounts on the Filecoin testnet. All these clusters are named by some chemical elements, yeah, like H, like Fe, like whatever. So when we divide these servers into small clusters, we have fewer problems, especially in the Filecoin in the synchronization of the node and the transportation of the Filecoin sectors. So I think the reason for our winning is that the small clusters make the whole system more stable. So if one of them have problems, it will not affect the overall all servers. So we also have some problems during the Space Race 1. For example, some nodes will lose to connect with other nodes, and they will lose the synchronization. So, but this cluster will only have only a few of the clusters will have problems, and the others keeps working well. Other people working well. So our software engineers will handle these problems as soon as possible. So overall, all the servers are working stably during the Space Race 1, and I think we are the first. We are the only mining solution providers which would like to use small scale clusters, and I'd like to prove this is a better way for Filecoin mining. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Lee. Stephen, why are you a winner? Tell us a bit more.
Okay, so yeah, first of all, I will say, yeah, there is no secret. Yeah, when we say that, yeah, this is because that I had been working in the storage industry for many years. I know that the storage provider is not easy. The storage technology is quite quite complicated, and it's because that you need to maintain a very big system, and you need to have your system to serve many clients, right? So it's not easy. So I think many people who just joined this Filecoin mining, they have some experience of the Bitcoin or Ethereum mining experience. Yeah, but that is not enough. It's because Bitcoin mining is much simpler than Filecoin. Is because Filecoin is really providing useful services. So the whole thing is that you need to have the traditional storage provider methodology to apply into your system build up. So you need to have some people to dive in the system, to develop, to do some research, and to have a very strictly process to make your software stable and also efficiency. Based on that, you need to have a very good test before you launch your system, right? Just as the Filecoin is doing right now, and also for each miner, you need to do that too. Because of as ours here in this panel, we all actually customized the software. So you need to do all the testing and do the integration and to think about everything about each piece of the whole system. And also based on that, you need to have professional operation and maintenance engineers, actually you need to have a team to maintain all of this. Is because, for example, for the IPFS community, we have many partners, and we need to make our partner success, and we need to provide professional services for them. And that's also why I say there is no secret, is because we share all of this with our partners to make them success. So and then we could be successful, right? That's all I think.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with that more. I think you're right. There is no secret. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication, but I think you're right. I think it's about working with partners, working with the community, working together. You know, Filecoin is an open source project. I think that's been integral to the success of the project, and as it develops, it becomes more and more important that people, like, we're operating that way and we're collaborating. So yeah, I think that's a really fantastic take. And what about yourself, Wei-Yan? What's the secret? Well, as we've agreed, there is no secret to success, but what do you think made you so successful in Space Race?
Okay. Firstly, I'm very happy that the mainnet supported by ARS works very well. I want to talk about our standards. We think Filecoin miner is a product that includes production attribute. We think we have four dimensions. This is the first one is the security, the security and stability and efficiency and cost. I want to say, without security, it's meaningless to talk about stability, and without stability, it's meaningless to talk about efficiency. Without the safety, stability, and efficiency, is meaningless to talk about cost. I do some. We do very more works in security works. It includes chain security and mining pool security. Okay. During the operation of the miner, we make sure the stability is very okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, Wei-Yan. I think security, stability, resilience, these are all, like, really, really important factors in Filecoin and Filecoin mining. It's important what we're doing. Filecoin mining isn't just mining that goes into the ether. This is a utility where you're providing like a real use. So like having security and stability is so core to that. So I think that's a great answer and a great perspective on why you're a winner. Okay, my next question is about your vision for Filecoin and Filecoin mining. You are all you've all been participants in the network for a while now. You're all very active community members. What is your big dream for Filecoin? Where can Filecoin go? If we'll start with Neo, please.
Sure. I believe the future of Filecoin will become more and more hardware friendly. There will be more and more people to join in Filecoin mining, no matter consciously or unconsciously. What I mean by unconsciously doing the mining is that even though they are sharing their disk space and or bandwidth with the Filecoin network for profits, they actually use application built on top of the Filecoin project with smart contracts without knowing what Filecoin is. And I think there's a really good example of this is the repair miner. Repair miners are the miners who replicate files to keep them available in the network. When a especially when a storage miner present a fault, right? And they are responsible to repair offline and faulty sectors. We could treat the repair miner as the general contractor who takes order from the network. Then find storage miners as subcontractors to get the job done. But there are much more repair miners could do. They could utilize smart contracts to create a secondary market where anyone could join to share data space for profits. And they don't even have to keep the hardware running 24/7 and still get paid by the repair miner. And I think it all depends on the smart contracts terms they would be utilizing. So I believe in the future, the application built on top of the Filecoin will be like increased by a tremendous scale. And right now is a really good timing to do some, founding and development over the Filecoin network.
Definitely, and that's really great. I think repair miners, and yeah, that's really interesting. That hasn't really come up so far while we've been talking in Liftoff, so it's great to see that introduced into the conversation. Lee, what's your thoughts? What's your vision for Filecoin's future? What's next for the network?
Yeah, I also think that the application is very important for Filecoin in the future. As we know nowadays, on the Filecoin network, most data are garbage data. And I think with the mainnet, after the mainnet was launched, more and more people will notice that Filecoin is a platform that good for storing their own data, and they can retrieve the data anywhere they want. So I think maybe in the future, more and more important and valuable data will be stored on the Filecoin network. And for the people who want it, they need to pay some fee to the miners to retrieve this data. And based on this data, this valuable data, more and more applications will be developed. So I think based on Filecoin, there will be some important applications, like especially something like data analytics and like something like machine learning. And I think because Filecoin is good platform for the data used for like machine learning, like some data analytics, we can store some public and some data, like for example, like self-driving data, like the weather data for that will be public on the Filecoin network. And for scientists and developers, they only need to pay a little fee to get access to this data. I think based on the Filecoin, some scientists will be the first bunch of users for the Filecoin network. So only when applications growing more and more on the Filecoin network, I think the network will be more valuable and the price of the fee will rise. Thank you.
That's awesome, Lee. No, I love that. And I think so later this week, we've actually got Store Day where we're going to hear, there's going to be some exciting announcements about folks who are going to be storing humanity's most valuable information on the network. Yeah, so definitely if you're interested on the data sets and some of the case studies that we have on Filecoin and to hear some announcements on that, join us on Thursday at Store Day. It's going to be really exciting. And I can tell you, Lee, you're going to be excited because there's definitely a couple of scientists in there. So stay tuned on Thursday and you'll learn more about that. But yeah, I love that. I really want to see academic data. I'd love to see machine learning applications being built on Filecoin. I think that's a perfect use case. So yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Stephen, what about yourself? What is your dream for Filecoin? What is the next kind of steps for the network?
Okay. Yeah. Firstly, I want to say that the mainnet Liftoff actually is just a very small step for the Filecoin. As just the Filecoin team just did. Okay, what the team just did is very cool. I would think that is because It's not like any other blockchain. You know that any other blockchain, if the mainnet launch actually is a very big thing, but the Filecoin team consider this is a very normal thing. We just let it go and move on, and it's just another height, right? It's not anything special. So and I think that is very cool. Is because the Filecoin has a very long way to go and to achieve its target to be the base of the human civilization information the storage base, which is very cool. I would think that it can really achieve this is because the Filecoin is built up a very fundamental infrastructure for the for the storage. We will so firstly, I would think that the most valuable data could be stored on Filecoin is because the Filecoin is a non-lab infrastructure. Is the it is not like any data center controlled by any company. You know that any company can only, for example, for about 100 years is a long time for a company. But for one infrastructure, it could live for many long time and very long time, and it could evolve, right? And could continually improve and to have open works. It is open source and built up by many people. By this is one thing about this. And the first thing I want to say, the Filecoin. This is only the start of the Filecoin. The Filecoin actually is open a door for the blockchain industry. It's because the blockchain has the bottleneck for the storage. Because the blockchain actually cannot store any main data, but the Filecoin can do that. And so the Filecoin can integrate with many other blockchains and to open a door for DApps, and for any apps to this decentralized infrastructure. This is one thing the Filecoin can do, and I will say that it can also contribute to the whole blockchain industry in the next year. So that's why I would think that Filecoin is the blockchain version 3.0. Okay, the Bitcoin is 1.0, right? The Ethereum is about the smart contract is 2.0, but Filecoin is 3.0. So there's a long way to go. We will keep moving and build up this together. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And I couldn't agree more. I actually love the way you phrased that. Like it's, it's blockchain 3.0. Like I'm going to steal that. But I think that's great. And I think that's it. There are two really vital elements that you've talked about there. One is that this is being built and is owned by all of us. This is a community effort. This is an open source effort, and it only gets better by us all building and improving together. And then the second thing is this is for the long term. We've just begun. Launch just means the opening of that door, the beginning of like many stories, many companies, many applications. So I think it's a really great perspective on how far we have to go, but what an exciting journey it will be for all of us together. So thank you very much. And Wei, what about you? What is your vision for Filecoin? What does the future look like?
Okay. About this question, I want to share one slide to. I want to share my screen to you. About this question, I want to talk about 2 points. The first one is the Filecoin technology. Filecoin technology is more complicated, which is depends on it has both function of a chain and the function of storage. So everybody must have some patience in Filecoin mining. The 2 point is about warm storage. Warm storage, according to current development of the network, Filecoin is only used as a cloud storage. But when Filecoin really slows warm storage, I think the volume of the whole Filecoin network will be truly very awesome. And this is also the most exciting moment, in my opinion, for Filecoin. I also hope to see this situation soon. I think the home storage is very important point. I think if home storage is done, the Filecoin can doing very more thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wei-Yan. Yeah, so that's a great perspective. I think having patience is important. You know, things that are as huge as this and as important as this take time and take patience and take collaboration and understanding. So I think that's a really good point. Well, I'm so sad to say that this is the end of our chat today. I have so enjoyed catching up with everybody. I want to thank you all for being just wonderful community members, wonderful contributors to the project. We're all building this together. And it's just been a real honor for me to be able to sit down with all of you, take some of your time away and to be able to hear your perspectives. So I thank you so much again for sharing with us this evening. And I wish you a happy mining from here on and look forward to chatting to all of you in Slack.
Thank you so much, Angie.
Thanks,
Thank you
Angie.
so much.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks, everyone.